Welcome to today's video, where we explore the fascinating history of one of British India's iconic coins, the 4 annas of 1920, minted during the reign of King George V. This small but significant silver coin is not just a piece of money, it is a window into the colonial past, the global influence of the British Empire, and the rich numismatic legacy of the Indian subcontinent. In this video, we will take you on a complete journey. We will cover the background of British India's currency system, the life and reign of King George V, the introduction and design of the 4 annas coin, its 1920 issue, the economic and political climate of the time, and finally, its place in the world of collectors today. So, let's begin this deep dive into history, the British Indian monetary system. To understand the importance of the 4 annas coin, we first need to look at the currency system of British India. During the colonial period, India's currency was based on the rupee system. 1 rupee was divided into 16 annas, each anna into 4 paisa, and each paisa into 3 pies. This unique system was derived from earlier Mughal and pre-British traditions, but it was standardized under British rule. Thus, the 4 annas coin represented a quarter of a rupee, or 1/4 rupee. It was a key denomination widely used in everyday transactions, making it a practical coin for trade and commerce across the Indian subcontinent. King George V, the monarch on the coin. The 1924 annas coin carries the portrait of King George V, the Emperor of India. George V reigned from 1910 to 1936, a period marked by global change, including World War I, 1914 to 1918, and the rise of Indian nationalism. George V was the only British monarch to visit India during his reign, attending the Delhi Durbar of 1911, where he was officially proclaimed Emperor of India. His image on Indian coins symbolized the power and reach of the British Empire. On coins, George V was typically shown in profile wearing the imperial crown and robes, reflecting his dual role as both King of the United Kingdom and Emperor of India. The design of the 4 annas coin. The 4 annas coin of 1920 was struck in 0.917 silver, 91.7% pure silver, which made it a valuable piece not just in face value, but also in metal content. Its weight was approximately 5.83 grams, and its diameter about 23 millimeters. Obverse, front featured the portrait of King George V facing left, with the inscription, George V King Emperor. Reverse, back displayed a beautiful floral pattern surrounding the denomination, 4 annas, along with the year of minting, 1920. The design highlighted the artistic blend of European and Indian influences. This intricate floral design is one of the reasons the coin remains so attractive to collectors today. The historical context. India in 1920. The year 1920 was a turning point in Indian history. Politically, socially, and economically, the subcontinent was undergoing rapid transformation. 1. Aftermath of World War I, India had contributed over 1 million soldiers and laborers to the war effort. Although Britain promised reforms, the results were slow and disappointing, leading to widespread dissatisfaction. 2. Rise of nationalism. 1920 marked the beginning of Mahatma Gandhi's non-cooperation movement, a nationwide protest against British rule. This was a direct response to the Jallianwala Bagh massacre of 1919 and the repressive Rowlatt Acts. 3. Economic conditions. Inflation was high, and the value of silver fluctuated dramatically due to global markets. This affected Indian coinage, since most coins were minted in silver, including the 4 annas. Thus, the 1920 coin was minted during a time of great political unrest and economic transition in India. Minting and variants. The 1924 annas coins were struck at the Calcutta Mint and sometimes at the Bombay Mint. Mintage figures were high because it was a commonly used coin, but variations in strike, condition, and mint marks affect their rarity today. Collectors often look for subtle differences, such as die varieties or mint-specific issues. Well-preserved coins, especially those in uncirculated condition, are significantly more valuable. Circulation and usage. For the people of India in 1920, the 4 annas coin was highly practical. Being worth 1/4 of a rupee, it was commonly used for buying food, clothing, and everyday goods. To put it into perspective, in the early 20th century, 1 anna could buy vegetables or small household items. 4 annas could pay for meals, basic clothing, or transportation. A full rupee could cover several days of expenses for a common laborer. Thus, the coin was essential for daily transactions and widely recognized across villages, towns, and cities. transition from silver. An important aspect of the 1924 Anna's coin is that it was among the last issues to be struck in high silver purity. By the late 1920s, due to rising silver prices and financial pressures, British India reduced the silver content in its coinage. The 4 annas denomination itself was eventually discontinued, making the 1920 issue one of the significant last silver quarters of a rupee. This adds to its numismatic value, collectible value today. Now, let's talk about what every collector wants to know, the value of the coin today. The 1920 British India 4 annas coin has great demand among numismatists due to its silver content, attractive floral design, historical significance, association with George V's reign in average circulated condition. These coins may fetch around $10 to $20. However, in well-preserved or uncirculated condition, their value can rise significantly, reaching hundreds of dollars depending on rarity and grading. Some rare mint state examples have been auctioned for over $500 in recent years. Legacy of the coin. The 1924 Anna's coin represents more than just money, it symbolizes a period of transition in Indian history. It was minted during the decline of colonial power, the rise of nationalist movements, and a global shift in economics after the First World War. For collectors, it is a reminder of India's rich numismatic tradition and the intricate artistry of its coinage. For historians, it is a tangible link to the colonial era and the struggle for independence. Conclusion. The 1920 British India 4 annas coin from the reign of King George V is a remarkable piece of history. From its silver composition and beautiful design to its role in everyday trade and its place in the larger story of India's freedom struggle, this coin carries immense value, both monetary and historical. For collectors, it is a prized possession. For historians, it is a chapter in the grand story of India under British rule. And for everyday people of the time, it was a simple but powerful tool of commerce. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed learning about this coin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of historical and collectible coins.